Now then, I've come down a path from Hunslet Lane, I think it is, in the village of Hunsworth, to the motorway here, through the trees, that gate there, and it just stops. There's no means of getting under or over the motorway. The only way you could do it is you could climb onto that, but that's only for motorway maintenance staff to fiddle about with the signs and whatever. It's not public access. So I don't know how on earth you're supposed to get to the other side from this path. It's a public footpath, it's marked on the Ordnance Survey maps, and there's just no way of getting through without climbing over the fence and risking life and limb crossing the motorway. Which of course I'm not going to do, at least not in daylight. So we'll just have to go back now and onto the other path to go down to the main road, which I think will be the A638. Right, so just come back through that gate there. We're going to go down there in a moment, and this is the official path here now, which is marked on the map. So you can get through here, and there's a stile up there. I'll just go through briefly. So yeah, you can get through, and there's a stile just halfway up there, and it comes out between those houses there somewhere, but it's seriously overgrown. And it hasn't been used with any regularity on this path for absolutely years, I don't think. Someone must be responsible for it somewhere. So we'll go back down here now and turn left. Come out to that path just there now, and it's obviously not in there, so it's down this way. And this will take us down the main road, which is the A58, not the A638. So yes, we've been to see Mother again, as we usually do now, roughly once a week. I've got the drone with me, so I might be able to take some drone videos a bit later. So I just started off doing a video ready for the council to see if we can get something sorted with that path back yonder. Right, this is the A58 now. Quite a few places down here. There's Brewers Fair, the Hunsworth, Premier Inn, there's a Greggs, which I think we'll go to next, have a coffee and a bun or whatever. Right, I just nipped into Greggs back there, so a bit like a mini sort of service area here. It is. I was going to high-five that guy then. Do it. Right, on the bottom bit of Whitehall Road now, A58, it's still Whitehall Road virtually all the way to Halifax as far as I'm aware. Very long road, and obviously the A58 keeps going past Halifax and comes out near sort of Liverpool area, I think, doesn't it, ultimately. Right, I'm on Snelson's Lane now, and I wouldn't mind betting that this used to continue further on until the motorway was built and screwed it up. So there's a footpath up here. We're about to cross the motorway on the whole railway bridge very soon. Not getting the drone out here because I've just did that last time. So we'll nip up here now and onto the formation of the old L&Y line. Right, we've just come through that stile there and over the field. But look at these two healthy young specimens. Hey, how are you? How are you? Pestered by flies, I think, aren't you? Got flies on your head, eh? Eh? Ah. Are you beautiful? Yeah, in more ways than one. Anyway, let's continue. I think it's up that way now. It's not that easy to see because there's no sign. But it does look like some people have walked up here, so we'll go up this way. Hope for the best. Right, this is the motorway bridge now, which we've done before and filmed. There's only ever single track, it's not a double track bridge in this. Could be in 2-foot gauge. But anyway, because it'd be nice if they'd built a railway on here, even if it was a different gauge. Anyway, let's get to Low Moor train station now and wait for the Grand Central service. Right, we've made it to Low Moor and we're waiting for the Grand Central service, which is due very shortly. So let's switch cameras, see it come in. So you can hear it now. Yep, yeah, I can see it now. So this is it. We'll go to Murfield with this one. We're doing the opposite directions to what we've done in the past. This is actually the last up service of the day now from Bradford to King's Cross. It is a great shame there isn't a later one that stays at King's Cross and then works back very early in the morning. That will be really handy. Right, let's get going. So we've done just a fraction short of 6 miles from where we see Mother. Can't see a lot now because all the trees are here. But there used to be a triangle of tracks here at one time, and this is the only side still left. There's a south curve off the Spen Valley line. Just passing where Hipper Home Station was, and may one day be again, who knows. It'd be very handy to reopen that. It's very close to the A58 here now, which is of course a continuation of the road if we walk further.
We are now approaching Halifax. Change at Halifax for connections to Manchester Victoria and Blackburn. If you are leaving us here, please remember to take all of your belongings with you, and thank you for travelling with Grand Central. Please take care when alighting from the train and mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Shibden Park down there, but they actually see the little railway. I don't know why it said change here at Halifax, because I must admit, you wouldn't really need to do, unless you've just got on at Low Moor like I have and you want to go somewhere. Right, this is Halifax now. And this is where the line to Queensbury used to link on now, and Keighley and Bradford that way. It did. Many moons ago. Halifax signal box, which I don't think is in use anymore now because they modified it some year or two back. So they modified it to be controlled from York. Oh, there's a fair few getting on this here. Right, on the move again. You've got a good reflection there, haven't you? That is Eureka, the Children's Museum of entertainment and activities and whatever. Hands-on.
King's Cross, calling at Brickhouse, Murfield, Wakefield Kirkgate, Pontefract Monk Hill, Doncaster and London King's Cross.
The siding just here now is used by the Hull turnback. That goes in there, sits there for a few minutes, then comes back out, works back to Hull. It ought to go through to Manchester Victoria, I think, did that service. That's what she's referring to there, that's QR code, but we're only going to Murfield, I'm not having any drink. I've got drinks with me, so we're alright. So the main line at this point, straight down to Milner Road, is over there, and there's a severe drop now, down Dryclough. I've got the road right at the main line, because that's green. Salter Hebble Tunnel, which is a twin bore, single frieze track, 91 yards. This wall on the left now will soon drop away. I don't think it'd be Steph from where I work. Different job. Look at this view now of the valley here and down there. It's absolutely fantastic. It'd be great. Cut some of the trees down here to be better. It'd be great living here. Absolutely fantastic trains, but so close to your door. Incredible. Even better in the days of steam, when bankers were required for the opposite direction. the main road to Sarby Bridge from Brighouse, Elland, the canal. I'm not sure what that'll be, it'll be the Heverland Calder or Rochdale Canal. And then this is the River Calder that we're going to cross over on this bit of curve here, as we curve towards the main line. That's the River Calder, bit mucky. Right, the large drop now is done, and a caravan park over here as well on either side of it. You see the main line from Sarby Bridge and Milner Road just across there. And this is where there still is some sidings here for the oil terminal, but it's not in use because they're not even connected now at these sidings. This is Greetland Junction. As you can see, it's a shame really, because I mean, it'd be so convenient if it could still be used by rail and get oil tanker trains going out every so often. See, this is where the connection was, just here. We're going to go over at River Calder again, aren't we, up here now, I think. Just before Elland Tunnel. I've checked and our next train is on time, the Wigan Leeds. So I'll go with this to Murfield, and then we'll go from Murfield to Batley. It is also election day in Batley, 1st of July. So we'll see what's going on down there. I'm sure there's some activities. That's a Calder again there, and then this is the canal. And this is the main dual carriageway right in front of Elland Tunnel. Right, this is Brighouse. It could get out here actually, but I won't. I'll go through to Murfield because it's the same train we can get from here or Murfield down to Wigan Leeds. It should be on the display actually as well. Yeah, they're 15:31 Leeds on time, so we're about a quarter of an hour at Murfield or here. I think they might be getting on. Suitcase and all that. I think they are doing. Or they will be. Right, Brighouse. So one more stop, we're off. Heaton Lodge Junction. We've just been checked here briefly for a Trans-Pennine service to dive under in front of us. I think some of the trees are dead there. It's all boggy and horrible. Just down there it is. I flew the drone here a time or two, haven't we? We have that footbridge. It's still there at the moment. I think its days are numbered though. Because that is the only bit of original Leeds new line that is still in use, that dive under. Because it used to be bi-directional, it used to be double track, and it had a very slow 20 mile an hour or 25 mile an hour turnout from the up to come across our route and go down and underneath and then back up the other side. Why on earth that was done in the early 70s when they shut that line, stuff knows. But got a much better layout at the moment. And here's the down Huddersfield line coming into the main. Right, we're approaching Murfield, and this platform's been extended a bit. So I'll jump out here, have a few minutes here, and then we'll get on the local northern service to Batley. Oh dear. Right, Murfield. We've got the road flashing yellow, so unusual doing this the opposite way around. So I'll see it head off and then just wait here for the next train. It stops here. So I see a second. Oh, it's a minute late, the Leeds service. It's a minute late. Right, it's unusual to see it go this direction now, to get off here and leave it, let it go towards King's Cross. Oh, Wigan's been cancelled. Anyway, it's not ours. Right, here's our next train, and we're going to go just to Batley with this one because it is election day, as I say, by-election day, and we're going to have a little nosy around there and see what's occurring. It's a 158 and 153 combination. Is this 158906? So it is a former Metro 158. This. We're getting the 153. We're getting the dog box. Right, so off we go from Murfield.
The next stop is Dewsbury.
Right, Batley. So I'll have to be a bit economical with the phone now, especially when you use the drone because the phone battery's almost out. Okay. Right. Oh, busy.
The approaching train is not scheduled to stop.
Now, this doesn't stop at Cottingley anyway, so we'll have a little wander into Batley Town Centre now and see what's going on. Look, the Express. Hey, what's this? What is that? Oh, it'll be the Wigan service, but it's been cancelled, hasn't it? And I reckon it's running probably not. It'll have been given a not to call order. Right, this is Batley Town Centre, and that is a polling station, a town hall. Brings back memories of going to gang shows here in the 80s and early 90s. So, yeah. Oh, there's UKIP here. I didn't even know they were standing. Anyway, let's have a little wander around and see if anyone else is here. Get a few selfies. Right, that's the Galloway's battle bus. And what's the memorial grounds now? I say I like the bus and the music, but not what it's carrying. Definitely not what it's carrying. So this is the War Memorial. It's been here for some years. Probably since the First World War and just after. So, yes, yeah, it's the First World War, is this, what's it? So, yeah, and they've obviously just added some more text on for the Second World War. Oh, he's going now. He's going. I can't imagine him coming even third. But we shall see, we shall see. I think it's going to be an outright win for the Conservatives, but again, nothing's set in stone yet. Right, this is the old police station here now. Not sure what it is now. Oh, it's for sale, former police station. I thought it had been made into flats, but it obviously hasn't as yet. I remember going in there when I was a kid. My mother had a car stolen back in the 70s. And there's a bit of, yeah. Right, walking back to the station now, and I've just called in at Oswald Thistle Mills. Or at least I think it's still that. It doesn't necessarily look like it actually, but we'll soon find out. This is where I got my table and chairs from. Yep, it still is Oswald Thistle Mills, is this. Used to bring Mother here quite often. And all that. This is now, I think, what was it? Oh, Angelina's tea and cake thing is through here. Not sure what this is. So yeah, I think it's shut. I think is this now. It's a bit late for. So then you got. It's a bit late now. This 4:30 nearly. So yeah. Mazzarella's is upstairs, that'll probably be closed by now. Anyway, we'll go. It's Radley, is this? Oh, Radley, London. Whatever it is. Right. So, what is that shop? Oh, it just says Mill Garden entrance. I'm not sure what that shop actually is. A mixture. Anyway, there's a nice little water feature here. And Mountain Warehouse. I don't think we really need anything from there. There's a little bit of a garden centre just here as well. If I go into Mountain Warehouse, I'll spend a fortune. I don't want to do that. Right, let's say bye-bye to the Mill Village now and head on. The original path here was just where all these nettles are. So we're going to go down here now and underneath that bit of a tunnel. Okay. Right. I'll finish the video, I think, when we get back to Batley station. I will. Not sure I'll be able to stretch it right through to Cottingley again, but anyway. It's going to be dark and cool through here. See what I mean very shortly. Ooh, it's a bit overgrown. They keep breaking the lights in here. Yeah. Ooh, they do. It's not great. Now we're coming up a bit of a gradient here to just get out. Because don't forget how many railway lines that would have gone underneath. About 6 at one time. With the Great Northern and everything. Right, we'll just walk a short way down here and hopefully fly the drone. Right, I did manage to get one drone shot, as you just saw there. Saw where the old Great Northern Line used to go over the top at where Batley signal box is and Lady Anne Crossing. I saw St Thomas's Church as well. So let's head back now to Batley train station. We've got about 8 minutes to get there for the 17:12. Right, back at Batley train station. You'll probably see the unit go over the viaduct shortly. Yep, here it comes. Let's get onto the station. It's crossing the viaduct now. And it is. Good timing or what? A fraction early. Hey, busy again. Heading off from Batley now, back home to Cottingley. So even though Mother is in a home, we're still doing Batley Cottingley journeys. Don't smell that buzzing noise, I've no idea. So yeah, we just flew the drone a bit round here. You can see St Thomas's Church down there on the horizon, above the trees, a spire. Not sure how tall that is, but it's a fair height. Got to perhaps go there and fly right next to it, like we did at Selby.
This is a service to Leeds. The next stop will be Moor.
So this is where we flew it across the level crossing, and there's the signal box, and then the old wall for the flyover. Just enough battery power to get us back to Cottingley. That's that footbridge that we went to a while back. And then you'll see the Needless pub just across there, where we did that bog roast that time. Right, back at Cottingley. So let's get off now and get home. Okay.
Thanks a lot, see ya.
No probs. Well, let's see this one out and then we'll head home. There should be one very shortly on the opposite side stopping here now, the extra Wigan service that we've got in peak hours. Just one a day in the evening peak. Right, let's end the video and get home. Right, okay, so it's not been a bad day. I must be told I wasn't entirely going to do a full vlog, but we have done. Wigan service is coming in now, so yeah. So from Low Moor, we got the train back to here via Halifax, Murfield and Batley. Spent a bit of time in Batley, and here we are now back at Cottingley. So we'll let the Wigan service play us out when it goes. I know I haven't got off it, but it is the same one we actually got on at Murfield to come to Batley. It is, I think. Not sure if this actually is the same formation. Looks like it, that we used Murfield to Batley, but anyway, let's see it head off. Cheers. Not a drone shot, but reasonably enough. Right, well, let's head back then. So cue music. Sees you and on.